families and friends around the world. This is Pat John-Oseh, and today on the Message of Hope with Pat, I will be sharing an amazing, inspiring story by Jacob. Jacob was a boisterous, outgoing child, and he carried that trait throughout his primary and secondary education. He was always the center of attention as he knew how to carry everyone he met along. Regardless of his social life, Jacob made sure his academic didn't suffer, so it came to him as a surprise when he saw his joint admission and matriculation board result JAMB. He had expected a good score and was surprised at the below average result he saw posted on the board by the board. Jacob felt heartbroken and discouraged. Not willing to give up easily, Jacob sat for the exam again, but to his dismay, he still didn't make the cutoff mark. Jacob attempted the exam 3 more times, but the result was the same. He always made just below the cutoff mark for the school or course he applied for. Jacob tried changing courses to what he felt were simpler ones, but that didn't change the outcome. Discouraged, Jacob vowed not to take the exam again, but rather look for a trade to engage in or a master to become an apprentice to. He remembered his classmates who had by this time graduated from the tertiary institutions and were now employed in various fields of labor, while he was stuck at home still trying to take JAMB. He felt ashamed and distanced himself from his former circle of friends. Jacob started life as an apprentice to a mechanic, and a year went by. He had adapted to his new situation and circumstances and felt that education wasn't in the future for him. While fixing a car in the workshop, the owner of the car starts a conversation with Jacob and noticed that Jacob spoke like someone that had had a basic education. The stranger later got to find out that Jacob had resolved not to further his education due to his failures in the numerous JAMB exams he had taken. The man encouraged Jacob and told him of the number of times he had to take the JAMB exam as well. The car owner left the workshop, telling Jacob that education was a constant learning process and that it was never too late to have an education. The stranger's word resonated within Jacob, and he went home to ponder on those words. Jacob decided to try the exam again and knew that this time it would be more difficult as he had left studying for his apprentice journey. Resolving to still put in his best, Jacob decided to buy a part-time form to study in one of the tertiary institutions in the country. He had to burn the midnight candles as he didn't leave his position as an apprentice in the mechanic workshop. Today, having passed the JAMB exams, Jacob is a part-time student in a reputable tertiary institution while his studies as an apprentice continues. Though he finds it sometimes difficult and time-consuming to juggle his education and his time as an apprentice in a mechanic workshop, he has resolved not to give up in his pursuit for a better tomorrow. Jacob's story should encourage us to never give up in life. Even when life throws us a curveball, we may miss it and fall, but we must always have the determination to get up and try again. I hope you have been encouraged by this story, and I hope you would also someday and sometime be determined to push to the very end. Thank you all and stay safe.